Hi everyone, welcome to another session of Your Library at Home. My name is Melissa Bernasic. I'm the Director of Information and Digital Services at Gail Borden Library. Today I have a helper with me. We are going to be talking about starting your own garden at your home. Can you wave hi?
Hi.
All right. So today now it's time to get dirty. This is the best part of gardening. Today's Earth Day, so happy Earth Day everyone. And April is also National Gardening Month. It's the perfect time to get ready to have a home garden. So because it's Earth Day, we want to talk a little bit about making good choices for our planet. That means when we talk about gardening, we want to research pesticides and fertilizers before we choose what we use. Think about getting a rain barrel. If you have a gutter that you can attach to a rain barrel or just a way to collect rain, that's perfect for watering your garden. You can start a compost pile. Everybody has leftover food scraps, so that's a good way to keep those out of the garbage disposal. And here's your tools. Come on, bring it over here. And do some good for the environment. Compost is great for your garden. And then finally, we're going to focus today mostly on growing some of your own food. I've put together a great resource list for us. We are, I know, come say hi, little helper. Come here. So we're going to be talking about some activities for kids today and also some books. These two are available on Hoopla, which I'm betting a lot of you have been hooked up with Hoopla already. We've got Growing the Midwest Garden. So this one specifically has ideas about dealing with growing in our own zone. And then also a specific guide to plants. I really like this one, Homegrown Herb Garden. We have guides to herbs. So for example, parsley, cilantro, lemongrass. And then in the back is a guide to how to use this in the kitchen, including recipes. All right, I guess my little helper wants to get dirty. So let's first talk about starting seeds. So your seed packet, which I just picked these up at Meijer, but you can get them a lot of different places. This is really important for when you're getting ready for your garden. And you don't have to start seeds. You can buy plants too. So the back of this is the most important part. So you really want to read your seed packet carefully. This is going to give you a lot of information. I think one of the most important parts of this is, can you hold this for me? Okay, hold that up so everybody can see it, is the number of days to harvest. So this one is 80 days to harvest, and that's going to give me a really good idea if I should be starting a seed at home, maybe in February or March, or if I should be waiting and just going and putting these outside. Of course, it depends by plant. These are blue Bantam peas, and it says it's a compact vine bearing bushels of 4-inch long beans. So we're going to have fun putting these outside. And the next thing we're going to talk about is choosing the right container for your seeds. Can you hold this one?
Okay.
Okay, show everyone that one. So this is a nice little seed starting container. It's got holes on the bottom. This one's a little bit bigger. I tend to start with bigger containers because I start my seeds kind of early. I'm by no means a master gardener, definitely an amateur. I just try different things every year and see what happens. Okay, can you show everyone that again? So when you fill these, you want to be careful about what you choose. Don't just dig up dirt from your yard and throw it in, especially if you're starting seeds at home, because I guarantee you, you will end up with bugs in your house. And then finally, water and light. If you don't have a window that gets really strong light for 12 or more hours a day, you probably need to add some artificial light. And you can do that with some lamps. They have special plant growing lamps. And one of the links that I put on our resource list is a video from the University of Illinois Extension. It's a 17-minute long video, but it's fantastic and gives you all kinds of information about starting seeds in your home. And then second, you can also choose to buy plants. Come over here. So we have a lot of great nurseries in town, whether you want to go to a big box store or if you want to shop local and small, at a small business. We have nurseries. I know Klein's in town is one of them who's doing curbside pickup, so you can order online and pick up from them. So while we're all staying safe at home, you're still able to get plants. And then we need to figure out what is the best time to plant outside. Well, whether you're starting seeds or buying plants, we generally say mid-May. So think about right around Mother's Day, it's okay to go and move your plants outside. If you do it early, you have to expect that you might have a problem with frost, and you could be covering up your plants several nights and hope they're okay. So I can see that my helper here is ready to do some planting, and this is where I want to talk about great activities for kids. So I've been getting my daughter dirty since pretty much she was old enough to hold sticks and rocks and things like that, and started grasping at different things. And when we talk about different activities for kids, I'm going to break it down into different age groups. So the 0 to 2 age group, we're going to focus on sensory. That means getting our hands dirty, even our feet. If you want to play in dirt, that's fine. Rocks, sticks, grass, sand, on both, again, the hands and the feet is good. We like touching leaves, and it starts to build those connections, and certainly getting comfortable with getting dirty, as she's about to demonstrate. Now she's 2.5, so she's continuing a lot of the sensory, but we're able to start giving simple instructions to ages 2 and 3. A lot of games, so taking bigger seeds like these and sunflower seeds and mixing up a couple different kinds and playing a matching game is really fun for 2 and 3-year-olds. We can also do some fun art activities. This is another thing that I posted on the resource list. I made these nature paintbrushes. So one of them is just a stick I broke off from a shrub this morning. And this one is just a stick, and I used some yarn, and I've got some daffodil leaves here, and we're going to use this to paint. And not only do we have the sensory experience of touching the daffodil leaves and the stick, but painting and getting messy is fun too. We can paint with mud, we can paint with paint, or even water on the sidewalk. And you can see that she's ready to go ahead and plant here. We're going to do simple instructions for planting. So this is one of the great things about a family garden. The whole family can be involved. And just because it doesn't go the way I necessarily want it to go, that's okay. We're having fun, and we're going to get our plants in the ground. When we get to ages 3 to 6, we're going to do a little deeper learning, some more art, and then continue our simple instructions. So counting and sorting, painting, finding colors on a nature walk, and do more planting. Is that funny? Yeah. And then we're going to start talking about growing our food and what we eat. This is really great for 3 to 6-year-olds because they're starting to make the connection between what we actually grow. Did you make a mess? Yeah. That's okay. You can keep digging. And what we grow in our garden and what food we put on our plate. Okay, are you ready to dig some holes for me?
Yeah.
Okay, can I hold this?
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead, and I need you to dig a hole in the dirt. Can you dig a hole? Dig a hole. You can do it with your hands or with the shovel. Your hands. Okay, that's great. When we get to ages 6 and older, we're going to learn even more about growing, planting, whether it's plants that are for food or not. And we're going to learn about nutrition, such as eating all colors of the rainbow, preserving food. I wanted to specifically mention Museum of Science and Industry's Nature Bingo that they've got posted on their website. That's a lot of fun for kids, and they can do it in pairs or alone. Depending on their age, they might need guidance or not. So, and I also want to give a shout out to Hawthorne Hill, our very own nature center. They've got a really great Facebook page where I've gotten a bunch of ideas of activities to do while we are social distancing and staying safe at home. You can definitely follow them. That's where I heard about the nature bingo and some other things. So I've got 2 examples here for you while she's digging a hole. This large plant, these are both plants that are seeds we started a couple months ago. This large plant is a tomato variety of that. This is an example of a seed that was started too early, that we didn't follow the instructions on the back of the seed packet, and so now the timing is kind of off. The plant is too big, and you can see it's kind of like falling over. So we're going to put this one in the container and get a cage for around it and support it, and hopefully it doesn't frost, but if it does, we might just have to bring our plants inside for the night. I love doing container gardening because you can do it whether you have a house with a yard or you're in an apartment, and it's really ideal for starting small. You don't have to go all out with a garden. Think about what foods you eat in your house or herbs and go from there. Do you want to put this one in the hole?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to peel off this plant a little bit. Look at the roots growing here. Do you see those little white roots?
Yeah.
All right. So we're just going to put this one in the hole. Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Here you go. You going to hold it?
Yeah.
All right, put it right there in your hole. Okay, you're going to cover that up?
Yeah.
Okay, cover that up with dirt. Use your hands or the shovel. And then here's an example of a little different variety of a tomato. Again, we're going to have fun planting these together. We're going to mix and match in our container and get the whole family involved. I encourage you to follow Gail Borden, check in with the Kids Space Department and see what great activities they have planned for the summer, including more information about growing and gardening and fun STEM activities. Thanks for joining us for your library at home. Click on the link to follow our resource page and learn more.